For me, I talk about one of the hallmarks of my brand being seenness. And what I mean by that is that, I mean, we know this, is that marginalized voices, whether and identities, whether it's us as Black people, brown people, autistic people, neurodivergent people, like you mentioned, writing about Alzheimer's, writing about depression. I'm writing a story about a bipolar character now, lupus. Like, there are all of these identities and communities that are not usually at the center of cultural narrative. But not only are they not at the center, they're not shown receiving joyful outcomes. And joy for us is resistance. Like everything that Tamika was just talking about, one of the weapons in our arsenal is resistance, is joy. And so I see it like sometimes people are like, oh, you just, my friends and I talk all the time about how hard it is to write romance in a time like this when we're watching the fall of democracy and watching the rise of fascism. It's so hard sometimes to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to write a story about joy. But there's somebody who needs an escape. There's somebody who needs encouragement. And in my stories, there's someone who needs to see themselves experiencing joy. And because I write romance, there are people who do not typically see themselves being loved outrageously. I write about fat women. I write about Black women, dark women, women with natural hair, women who are chronically ill, finding a partner who would love them unconditionally. I get so many messages from people like, I have lupus. I didn't actually think that I was going to find someone who would love me through the difficult stages of this disease, and you gave me encouragement. Or, I suffer with depression, and I have never seen it articulated on the page that way. Now I am calling my insurance company and seeing if my job will pay for therapy. For me, it is a matter of people who don't typically see themselves and experiences that are not usually centered as having joyful outcomes. It's important to me to do that in my work, and it kind of comes second nature. I'm always thinking about who is not seeing themselves in fiction, and how can I be a part of demonstrating what that walk looks like.